Cranky Motorsports here. Here's a little life lesson. So, one of the reasons why I don't particularly always like Predator engines is the quality control may not be the greatest on these things. And, you know, good or bad, they're inexpensive engines. People like them. I like them too, because they're inexpensive and they seem to work pretty well. One thing I just encountered though, and I hope I can teach you guys not to do this, these 4 holes here around the outside of the crank pulley, I put bolts in this one and this one for a belt guard for my son's tractor, so when he declutches, the belt will rub the bolts and it'll stop turning. Now the problem with that is these are not blind holes. They have a casting on the inside. At the factory, this one was tapped too far, so when I ran the bolt in, I actually punched a hole all the way into the motor. You can't really see it too well, but I punched out the end of that hole. If you look in, well, you can't really see it on the phone, but there's an end to this one. This one now goes all the way into the block, which means I just punched a chunk of aluminum into the block. So what does that mean? I get to take the whole side cover off this thing. Brand new engine. Yippee. Well, I'm back. I was able to pull the side of the engine off, and stupid fact, I'd never taken one of these apart before, and I completely forgot that you have to line up the timing marks on the cam and the crank. So when I took the side cover off, the cam came out with it, and I had to pull it all apart, put the cam in first, get it lined up with the timing marks, make sure the push rods and everything were lined up the way they were supposed to be. And I still have a hole all the way through the block right there. Again, you can't really see. If I look at it with my eye, I can actually see shiny stuff in there. So what I'm going to do, I took a metric bolt, which is what's supposed to be in there, an 8mm. Come on, focus. I cut the end of the bolt off, so it's about a little less than a ½ inch long, and I cut a notch in it with my cutoff wheel, so I can actually drive this down all the way into that hole, put some gasket sealer or RTV around the outside of this, because now that's a blind hole, and I don't want to have a situation where I put a bolt in there and I have oil leaking out from the threads. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to plug the hole with this guy with some gasket sealer on it, thread it all the way in there, and then I can put a bolt back in here, and the bolt will actually stop on this guy, so I won't do anything stupid again or have a bolt protruding into the engine, which could cause more damage. So lesson learned, do not crank those things down. I mean, I tightened it down until there was just a tiny bit of resistance on it. I thought I was okay, and then I heard a crack. And like I said, I think they drilled that hole out too far and they tapped it too far at the factory. Here's the piece that broke out right there. So I mean, the threads went all the way down to the very end of that, basically past the part where the thinnest casting is. So I think it was just a flaw. I think it'll be okay now. I gasket gooped up the whole side of the engine, put it back together. Hopefully that stuff will be dry pretty soon. And yeah, learn from my mistakes. Either get a shorter bolt that has shorter threads on it so it doesn't thread that far in, or be very careful, please. So, catch you later. Alright, so here are my kids' tractors. Finally just about done. Not 100%. I still have to put a couple of tins on both of them for protecting the kids, but the cool stuff that I did for these, and these are the little details that count to kids, because my kids are into Super Mario Brothers. I got bullet bills on the shifter sticker, and I made these. I basically printed them out on regular printer paper, or cardstock rather, and laminated them. But I made them. I made all the colors match and everything. Got the Mario M on the hood of Jakey's tractor, because red's his favorite color, and that's Mario's thing. Coming around here to the back, I have a bomb-omb on the back hitch plate, and then I have bullet bill up here on the dash, and I'm actually going to put a big bullet bill down here on the dash, but I haven't gotten them in yet. And then on Emma's, Princess Peach, her favorite power-up, which is the Superstar. So on her shift decal, I did Superstars, and I did pink instead of being red or orange or yellow or whatever color. I made them pink. Put a bullet bill on her dash, and I got a bomb-omb on the back of her tractor too. So I'm going to go get my kids and tell them to come out here and see the surprise, because I haven't told them I was doing the decals, and I'm going to show them what they look like. I bet they'll be blown away. They came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with them. I got to clean the dirty rims and stuff like that, but that's not a big deal. I'm pretty happy with them. I found a brand new seat for Jakey's, bought it off eBay. It was about 45 bucks shipped. Looks pretty good. I'm really happy with this. I'm gonna go get the kids and see what they think of it.
Star stickers. Oh my gosh! Did you see? I have a Princess Peach symbol. Look at the top of mine. And I have superstar stickers. Look at the thing that controls your thing that you push around. It has superstars on it. I have bullet bills.
And look on the back.
I have a bullet bill too. I get a bomb. Neat. Oh, he's so cute. Wow.
So now is it better as a surprise with me not telling you versus me telling you?
Yes. Awesome. Look at mine. I want to take it for a test spin.
And I have 2 big bullet bills coming in for right here. They haven't come in yet.
Ooh, this is awesome. Oh, and I have one big one right there. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Was it a surprise?
Yeah.
Totally in the dark, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Daddy's good at surprises.
He's good. Yeah, the superstars I didn't even
Oh, they're white. Because it's on his dash.
Boost took over them. Boost took over the superstars.
Cool. All right. So what do you guys think?
I love it.
What do you think, Jake? Good. What do you say?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love you guys. Bye.
Did you get this in all one sticker?
I made that.
Oh, you made that?
I made that.
Did you make that?
I did.
You hand drew that?
No, I used the computer.
That's what the pictures were.
That is what the pictures were.
Yeah, no wonder you were looking at the superstars.
Yeah, huh? Those I bought. Those stickers I bought off of eBay.
What about this bullet bill?
I bought those. And I bought the Moms. I made the rest of them.
You made this?
I made the shift decal.
How?
With a computer and some ingenuity.
And then you also... Oh yeah, I see there are little tiny lines on it.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's drawn by a computer. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to try driving my tractor.
Okay.
No,
All right, bye. Turn right.